Most people never have to think about the citizenship, a passport, or a country that recognizes them. But for millions of people around the world, these basic needs still don't exist. They are stateless. Statelessness is the condition of a person who is not considered a national by any state under its law. Around the world, more than 4 million people are officially recognized as stateless. According to the United Nations Refugee Agency, more than 4,000 stateless people were recorded in the UK in 2024. To better understand this issue, I spoke with Chris from the European Network on Statelessness, an organization that works to raise awareness, protect rights, and support people affected by statelessness across all Europe.
The European Network on Statelessness is a civil society alliance of over 180 organisations working on statelessness across over 40 countries. We've been working to ensure that statelessness is given the attention that is due as a critical human rights issue and to break the cycle of statelessness. So our vision is really for a Europe where everyone realises their right to a nationality.
How can stateless people get in touch with your organization?
If you are stateless and want to join our community group, all you need to do is drop us an email or fill out a short form on our website, and we'll get back to you for a friendly, informal chat and you can go from there. We facilitate a community group who meet monthly, and we keep in regular contact via WhatsApp. We don't provide legal advice to stateless people. If you reach out to us in need of legal advice, we'll encourage you to contact one of our members who do provide the service.
How can people that are not stateless support stateless people and your organization?
If you are an NGO or a community organisation or an academic or someone working on statelessness or in the asylum and migration space or in another sort of intersecting issue, you might be interested in joining European Network on Statelessness as a member, which there's information on our website about how to go through that process. If you are just interested in our work, welcome to support our work through one-off or ongoing donations. We are always open to new members and community members who share our values and want to engage in what we do. And for everyone, please do raise awareness and share stories like Sam's. Every share, every bit of information about it helps.
Through the European Network on Statelessness, I met Sam. Born in London, Sam was never registered at birth and today lives without citizenship. But beyond the legal definition is a person with a story, a voice, and a life shaped by years of exclusion and resilience. This is Sam's story.
So my mother arrived in the UK in the 80s and applied for indefinite leave to remain due to long residency. Yeah, so I obtained indefinite leave to remain from my mother. She placed me as a dependent on her application. I was eligible at the age of 10 for citizenship. Down the line, I kind of started following bad influences and the wrong crowd. I was convicted for a drug offense in 2011 and received a 28-month sentence. And because of that, they considered to revoke my indefinite leave to remain and try and deport me.
What things changed in your life when you became stateless?
Job opportunities, traveling. There was a big hindrance on the future, a hindrance on opportunities and just movement, freedom of movement. Because I was born here, I've lived here. I didn't come from somewhere else and acquire this status. I had a very British upbringing, just building a connection with the family. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of overthinking.
Were there opportunities you missed because of your status?
100%, a lot of opportunities, a lot of job opportunities abroad, a lot of social opportunities to network and meet people. This was a big hindrance for that, just over a decade.
Okay, so after your status changed, were normal things still accessible to you in the same way?
Because of this situation, I have to pay £2.5 grand every 2.5 years to use the NHS. I can't use the NHS for free. Yeah, every 30 months, because I've got discretionary leave to remain now, there's a IHS charge, health surcharge for £2,580 that has to be paid every 30 months.
After years of uncertainty, Sam is now hoping to apply for citizenship through a legal route that could give him the opportunity to secure a nationality despite the challenges of his past.
Yeah, so basically it's called an ARD Section 4L. That is a form to apply for citizenship for those that may have fell through the cracks, or because of legislation that has been changed over the years, or because of people similar to my situation. There's a thing called good character reference. And on the good character reference, on the original form, good character is mandatory. On this form, a good character reference is discretionary. So people similar to my background that have maybe got into trouble when they were children can now apply through this way. Their previous life will not be used against them. They won't be penalized for their past. I feel like this would be a great way to obtain citizenship.
If you could change one thing about how stateless people are treated, what would it be?
I just feel like people need to have their status and their situation regularized as soon as possible in order for them to move forward, in order for them to be productive members of society, in order for everyone just to live in harmony.
Through another organization, I was introduced to Amina. Living in London, Amina was born stateless to stateless parents. Despite being born and raised in the UK, she has spent much of her life navigating the challenges that come with having no recognized nationality. For privacy and security reasons, Amina is the name she will go by in this documentary, as she has chosen to remain anonymous.
My parents were Kurdish Syrians. Before they came to Britain, they were never fully recognized as citizens by the Syrian government. When they arrived in the UK in the late 90s, they still had no proper nationality documents, and that uncertainty followed our family for years.
Have you ever applied for British citizenship?
When I turned 10, technically I had the right to apply to register as British because I've been born here and lived here all my life. But nobody in my family really understood the process properly at the time. A few years ago, I actually tried to sort it out. The Home Office said I might technically be entitled to Syrian nationality through my dad's Kurdish side of the family. My dad himself struggled with paperwork his whole life because a lot of Kurdish families weren't properly recognized by the authorities there for years. We contacted people, tried getting records, asked solicitors for advice, but every step seems to lead to another missing document or another office saying they couldn't confirm anything.
What impact did being stateless have on your mental health?
All my life, I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. I think after a while, all uncertainty made me stay closer to what felt familiar. Even though I was born in London, most of the life happened inside our community, our language at home, our food, our mosque, our people.
What do you want people to understand about statelessness?
I want people to understand that statelessness isn't just about documents or immigration status. It changes how you see yourself. I've spent most of my life feeling temporary in the only country I ever known, and I think what I'm really hoping for is the chance to finally feel settled somewhere. Something has to be done to end statelessness.
Okay, so have you heard about statelessness before?
No.
Do you think that having a citizenship should be a basic human right?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
I think that everyone deserves to go off somewhere and have a place to call home. I think, like she said, you should be able to feel safe.
Thousands of stateless people remain invisible in the eyes of the law. It's time for that to change because everyone deserves a place to call home.